history's lowest, each rock in its layers can be dated to a specific time in Earth's history. Scientists and tourists have always admired this natural wonder. Experts studied the Grand Canyon recently. This research revealed a terrifying discovery that could alter the structure's history. How did this discovery affect Grand Canyon's history? Let's discuss scary things scientists find. Scientists have worried for decades that the Grand Canyon is missing billion-year-old rocks. The Grand Canyon's rocks record Earth's history in each layer. How would it feel to discover the great unconformity, the Grand Canyon's geological record, which is missing from billion-year-old rock layers? So in this video, we will talk about what scientists have just discovered at the Great Canyon. Watch the video till the end, and don't forget to subscribe to Unexplained History and hit the bell icon for regular updates. Let's get into the video. Traveling down the Colorado River in 1869, geologist John Wesley Powell saw the mysterious gap. Geologists later dated these layers, confirming the enormous unconformity. Geologist Alan Krill and his students hiked the Bright Angel Trail in Grand Canyon National Park. Krill discovered a marked rock on this trail. That was a fallen boulder on the trail, with footprints. Krill, a Norwegian visitor, gave Roland photos of the marks. Roland believed the print was 313 million years old, making the fossil trail the oldest vertebrate footprint ever uncovered in the Grand Canyon. That was the first evidence that vertebrates walked over dunes. Amniotes, which lay hard-shelled eggs, may have left this imprint. How was the footprint preserved until it was found? The 100-ton boulder held the tracks. Scientists noticed two sets of footprints on the boulder. The investigation found that the imprints were produced 330 million years ago and are around 500,000 years old. Roland spotted two reptilian tracks passing diagonally over the place. He also saw a foot-long animal that walked laterally. A lateral sequence walk is when an animal moves its left rear foot, left front foot, right rear front foot, and right front foot. Experts are unsure if the traces are from two reptiles or one. The Grand Canyon's paleontology program manager thinks that Roland's footprint investigation may not be as conclusive as it seems. Mark Neville says scientists disagree on how to read tracks, date rocks, and identify animals that formed them. Neville is thrilled, especially since the boulder has been there for a long time, but few saw it. Limestone cliffs contain most canyon caverns. The Grand Canyon features several caverns. The Ice Age's vegetation and animals are preserved in these caverns. Some caverns are tight enough to crawl into, while others can hold a dance party. Birds, wood rats, mountain goats, and sloths are gone. Correct. The bone-dry conditions preserve these animals' bones. The well-preserved fossils help scholars to understand the Ice Age. Scientists examined these artifacts. They recovered dung balls in a rampart cave at the canyon's western end. The animal's excrement also revealed its diet. Animals ate airborne pollen, which contained valuable plant information. Communal woodrat middens preserved the animal and plant remnants in tidy stacks for centuries. Many extinct mountain goat skulls are mummified. This expedition included Steve Emsley, the professor of biology at University of North Carolina, an ice period bird expert. He studied cave condors. His chemical analysis proved the Colorado River eroded the Grand Canyon. Condors may have enjoyed megafauna, but their extinction may have killed them. These are significant events. Colorado River drying out. Grand Canyon's Colorado River is unique. It runs 1,500 miles from the Rocky Mountains to the Gulf of California, over the waterfalls, deserts, and canyons. Activists believe the drought began when western states built dams and sent water to fast-growing cities like Los Angeles, Phoenix, San Diego, and others. Grand Canyon Dam is one. Damming and rerouting the Colorado River has hurt it, especially in the last decade, according to environmentalists. When Southwest trout became an issue, the river has been low. Lake Mead in Nevada and Arizona is still open for boating, and the Grand Canyon River is flowing beautifully. Colorado River Dam is over 50 years old. The moving machine created Lake Powell. It generates hydropower, but water levels are too low. The dam prevents water from flowing downriver if water levels drop. Arizona's water supply might be compromised. So, environmentalists want lawmakers to renovate the Glen Canyon Dam plumbing system. Newer dam technology would allow increased water flow. This should be done promptly before the issue worsens. Because the Colorado River's future is unknown, Grand Canyon whitewater rafting is a great adventure. The Grand Canyon contains uranium. Uranium's surroundings is radioactive. Radiation tests showed the lowest amount. Miners began working in the 1950s after learning about the radioactive substance. Tons of Grand Canyon uranium were removed. Abandoned mines in the Grand Canyon could harm residents. The Havasupai tribe used to live at the bottom of the Grand Canyon, and it was poisoned by uranium mining again. After this, the Haber-Supai tribe, who live at the bottom of the Grand Canyon, petitioned to stop uranium mining. Uranium poisoning could cause cancer in the Grand Canyon's water, the tribe warned. Farms corn, beans, squash, pumpkins, and melons grow in fall and winter. On the Colorado Plateau, the Supai people resided. The Supai tribe has lived around the Grand Canyon for a millennium. European explorers didn't arrive until 1776, when Spanish priest Francisco Garces visited Havasu Canyon. His Hopi Mesa reports illuminated another tribe. The railroads brought Euro-Americans into conflict with the Supai tribe in the late 1800s. One Havasupai man farmed an Indian garden from a cave along the Bright Angel Trail. The National Park Service evicted another Supai man and his wife from Indian Garden. The U.S. government placed the Havasupai on a 518-acre reservation in Havasu Canyon, their original home in 1928. They demanded more of their original territory. In 1975, President Gerald Ford returned 18,500 acres across the canyon and the rim. Since then, they've evolved and survived. Tucson's ruins are 3 miles west of Desert Viewpoint, the Grand Canyon's easternmost point, one of Arizona's most intriguing archaeological sites. The attraction is two-part. First is a local history museum. Part 2 is a route to the ruins. Museum and Ruins National Park officials estimate the Pueblo village's age is 800 years. Old village ruins are near the Tucson Museum. The museum exhibits can teach visitors about the ruins and the ancient people who lived there. Researchers believe that the buildings have been utilized for habitation, food storage, and religious events. Tucson ruins were originally excavated by Arizona Puebloans around 1930. In 1948 and 1965, extra work was done to secure the site for greater study. Historians say that people have lived in the Grand Canyon area for 12,000 years. The National Park Service has only examined 5% of the canyon. Thus, there are likely many archaeological sites. In 1974, the National Register of Historic Places included the 1934 Tucson Museum. Grand Canyon legends include the Mogollon Monster, Arizona's Bigfoot. The Grand Canyon has Mogiano monsters. I.U. Stevens reported the Mogiano monster in 1903. Stevens told the Arizona Republican that he saw an unknown species near the Grand Canyon. The wild man of the cliffs had white hair and a knee-length white beard, according to him. Think Screech. The 7-foot-tall Mogian monster has black or reddish hair, but no hair on its face, chest, feet, or hands. The creature's square head is deep in its skull, under a bushy horn. Braille's upper arms are enormous because they hang down to their knees like ape men. Huge feet with 22-inch tracks. It walks like a giant and can adapt to any terrain. This creature stinks, which is intriguing. Eyewitnesses said the animals smell like dead fish, skunks, and body odor. How filthy. Most hikers and campers on the Mojo Rim say that the Mojo monster would come into their camp at night and handle things. It was called Mojo Monster because it moved furniture, opened bags, stole food, and knocked tents over. Some have reported woodland stones and warning yells. Most individuals have heard long wood whistles and knocks. Ape males are communicating. The Mojan creatures are said to be local Bigfoot, although few believe them. It's unclear if a giant grizzly bear was seen standing on two legs. Grand Canyon Caverns Subterranean Suite. John F. Kennedy ensured that individuals had a secure place to go if bombs fell during the 1961 Cuban Missile Crisis. The Grand Canyon appealed to him. Kennedy ensured that the caves had food and supplies for 2,000 people. When the bombs never went off, the cave suites became Grand Canyon hotels for tourists. Food supplies were supposed to last a month. Canyon Caverns Motel maintains the single-room suite 220 feet below ground. Because the cave is dry, JFK's emergency supplies are still good after 40 years. The caves have no rats, insects, or other animals, making this space America's quietest. Due to its unique background, it rents for $900 a night. That's all for today. Like and share the video, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel. Thank you.